Okay, so Mr. Oloja, we also have inside information, although we won't mention names, that there are people in the Nigerian military who want to finish the terrorists, and that they were restrained by political appointees in this government. It's been reported, for instance, that there was a time they almost got Bello Turji within their range, but they were altered, and several other instances like that. What that tells me is that it's either there is no courage or sufficient courage inside government, or there is collusion. How can the president solve that situation? Because we can't have two sets of standards.
So we are saying in the media, we are saying through this medium that Mr. President should summon up courage, to have the political will to discern this fact that there are some people who do not want these crises to end. I call them, what others have called them, crisis merchants. I do not believe that we do not have capacity in the military to crush this. We have had this thing you are saying, that a particular security chief insisted that these people must be crushed, and that there's another superior person who is trying to protect a territory and a race. Because the person will not like this thing to end, and then the Mr. President, who is a politician who also will face re-election, he is trying to buy into it, and they have removed a particular security chief that we have had. This is Nigeria. This is about our country. Because that person is insisting that these people must be crushed. And now another person is saying, no, let us negotiate with them. They listen to Sheikh Gumi, who is saying that we should be negotiating with them, who is always sitting down with them.
This is the same Sheikh Gumi who went to Saudi Arabia. And they said that the man is a security threat. And then they didn't allow him to come and do his pilgrimage. They sent him back home.
They sent him back home. And it is only in Nigeria that kind of person will be given media space to be repeating the fact that social media has democratized access to information, that people are using the same media to deny reality. And people are exaggerating what the President of the United States has promised to do. He only promised to help us deal with terrorists who have been dealing with Christians in this place. He didn't say in any tweet anywhere that he was coming to invade Nigeria for anything.
I don't think so.
But the people are now using the media to say, oh, he's interested in our oil. It's an economic issue. Why did he want to do it? They did this one in Libya. They did this in Iraq. They did this in... Why is he interested? And he has failed. And they are using the same media to get even some people who have become crisis merchants in Nigeria to be using misinformation and disinformation. And they are making us to believe that we do not like the president, that they are targeting the president. No. This problem began long before even 2009 when Boko Haram manifested itself.
True.
It began before that. But since that way, it has become an international dimension. So many things have happened that people are now denying. And people denying that, oh, there was no Christian, there has been no genocide on Christians. If we want to begin primarily, my brother, where is Leah Sharibu since 2018? For 113 captives. Like that. She was singled out because she denied her faith.
They refused to release.
They wanted her to deny her faith. They refused to release her till date. You attended so many media security meetings, even under Buhari, where I asked this question more than 5 times. Where is there? They have been promising. They left her because she's a Christian. We heard that she was given back. Her father is still in the police force.
Wow.
It was this same Reno Omokri who found out when there was a Reno Omokri. He was the one who found out about the identity of her father. That is actually from Adamawa State, a Christian from Adamawa State, serving in Yobe State. And the mother was there, who had been, the President Buhari promised, the mother promised everybody that she will be released. It's still not released. Nobody knows her whereabouts. What happened to Deborah in Sokoto College of Education, who thanked God online for enabling her to finish her exam as any Christian would have done? They stoned her to death in this same country. And even lawyers were trooped out to say we will break out from MBA if we will not allow us to defend the people who stoned her to death. No one is in detention. Nobody has been prosecuted. What happened? So many things have happened like that. Why are there so many people? I would want to deny that we do not have IDP camps. There are so many of them in this Abuja. So many of them in the places, 2 states that they have targeted, Benue and Plateau, Christian dominated. You know the place of Jos as the capital of Plateau State, even in Christendom here. You know that Benue State too is Christian dominated. Why do terrorists target Christians in that place? Why do they allow, what happened to all those people in IDP camps who occupied their natural habitat, the place God the Almighty gave them to live? Why can't they return? Who are the people occupying those places? So this thing is so complex, but as a journalist, We are not allowed to do contextual reporting of all these things, to bring out facts of those people, the villages they have destroyed, people they have killed. There are videos of pregnant women they have killed.
They shattered
the pregnancy, and all those things. They say nothing happened here. So these are issues. I think it's not about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He inherited all this problem. He began in earnest in 2009 when Boko Haram story became international.
Yeah.
But since that time, a lot of things have happened. Then our armed forces, we know their capacity.
True.
But look at the budget of this 6.5 trillion, even in this year's budget.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the defense budget takes the lion's share of our budget at a time.
Over 12%.
Yes, over 12%. That we need this one for critical infrastructure. Then somebody somewhere, president of the United States of Republican Party, and you know their principles. They are conservative people.
Right.
They were the people who influenced even the writing of their constitution, and the constitution they put in God we trust.
Yeah.
So they don't deny it. That is what they defend wherever Christians are traumatized and molested anywhere in the world. And he has said this one, no, this one we have had. You know, you recall that even in 2018,
Right.
or thereabouts, even it was President Buhari himself who revealed in a private meeting he had with President in his first term.
That was the first time, yes.
First time that we had that they are slaughtering Christians in your country. He said, no, sir. It was President Buhari himself who revealed it. It didn't start yesterday. Why are they denying this thing and saying that we should not take out terrorists in this place, that we should negotiate with them? Where in the world will you bring terrorists that you say you are looking for to be negotiating with them, to hold meeting, and they're gone? Who approved the guns they carried to meeting in Kasina for them? This is our country. It's not about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has tried all that he can do to end this thing. We have seen revelation where people were talking about how the then President Goodluck Jonathan brought in machinery, and he was trying to finish the job.
Yeah.
And they stopped him because they didn't want crisis merchants in this country, and people who do not love this country are denying reality.
Okay, so Mr. Oloja, we also have inside information, although we won't mention names, that there are people in the Nigerian military who want to finish the terrorists, and that they were restrained by political appointees in this government. It's been reported, for instance, that there was a time they almost got Bello Turji within their range, but they were altered, and several other instances like that. What that tells me is that it's either there is no courage or sufficient courage inside government, or there is collusion. How can the president solve that situation? Because we can't have two sets of standards.
So we are saying in the media, we are saying through this medium that Mr. President should summon up courage, to have the political will to discern this fact that there are some people who do not want these crises to end. I call them, what others have called them, crisis merchants. I do not believe that we do not have capacity in the military to crush this. We have had this thing you are saying, that a particular security chief insisted that these people must be crushed, and that there's another superior person who is trying to protect a territory and a race.
Yeah.
Because the person will not like this thing to end, and then the Mr. President, who is a politician who also will face re-election, he is trying to buy into it, and they have removed a particular security chief that we have had. This is Nigeria. This is about our country.
Yeah.
Because that person is insisting that these people must be crushed. And now another person is saying, no, let us negotiate with them. They listen to Sheikh Gumi, who is saying that we should be negotiating with them, who is always sitting down with them.
This is the same Sheikh Gumi who went to Saudi Arabia. And they said that the man is a security threat.
And then
they didn't allow him to come and do his pilgrimage. They sent him back home.
They sent him back home. And it is only in Nigeria that kind of person will be given media space to be repeating the fact that these terrorists are not bad people, that we need to negotiate with them. And then they will invite them into a meeting with their guns. And then the security people will be guarding them. And they will enter their buses and they will drive away like that. And the following day, they will gather before Mr. President to say, this is what we are doing. Mr. President will tell them to crush them, do away with them. But they have been holding meetings with them. Because of the advice of a particular security chief. It's about our country. It's not about anybody. And what we are saying is that they should not give us the narrative that this thing does not exist. Let us straighten the matter.
Right.
We do not want President Trump to come and invade this place.
Correct.
What we are saying is that Mr. President should do the right thing by getting security people to crush these people. People who are protecting them are enemies of the state, are they enemies of Nigeria.
Right.
People who are advising that Mr. President should be negotiating with these terrorists. Trump is saying that, look, enough is enough of crushing Christians like that with impunity. In a particular December, they burned St. Teresa Church in Abuja here, at the border here. They have burned so many churches in our war.
Yeah.
They went there. Are there Christians that went to our war to invade the church and killed so many people?
Well,
and so many churches like that where they have destroyed even all these assets, even and human beings in Benue, in Plateau, in so many other places in Nigeria like that. It is not about saying, oh, they have killed Christians, they have killed Muslims. That is, it is collateral damage, where you heard that they have killed the Muslims. It is those Muslims who didn't believe in the fundamental objective of terrorists. They killed them. Okay. And we're now saying that, oh, no. Yeah, we are saying, look, we know that we have a responsibility to defend our country. We have a responsibility to stand by the government of our country. But enough should be enough. If we have an authority that is higher, that is saying we are coming to help you. Let me ask a question. Who is afraid of this help from Donald Trump?
Yeah. What I wanted us to consider before we conclude on that is that, so I also believe, Mr. Martin, that, look, we can't deny the genocide. But I want us to, our leadership, to manage it in a way that it doesn't divide us.
So,
because yes, so I've had a lot of friends, my northern friends said, oh, look, I mean, yeah, that's but who is speaking for the Muslim victims? And I said, yeah, of course. There are even instances where you could say that there are more terrorist victims in northern parts of the country because they have more population there.
Yes.
So I think it is important, and then I'll make a comment and then you respond. I think it's important that our leadership, particularly the president, can speak up and say, look, whether they are Christians or they are Muslims, we want to end this. What is the importance of that ability for all of us to come together, Mr. Oloja?
You see, the first thing is even a consideration of the fact that welfare and security of the people, the president should know, and it's there in the Constitution, shall be the primary purpose of government. And if the people are not secure, whether they are Christians or Muslim, it's a burden and it's a responsibility. And the president must fulfill that responsibility to ensure that everybody, it's not about Christian, it's not about Muslim, everybody is secure in this country. Let me tell you about the implication of division if it is not properly managed. If the way they are putting the narrative in Western press, they say Christian South, Muslim not. It's not correct.
It's not accurate.
It's not accurate. There are so many Christians in the north, Muslims in the south. So if we now cut it off, and we now these Christians that they say that President Trump is trying to protect, if you cut them into the north, they will be more vulnerable. If we cut them off from their southern counterparts, they will be more vulnerable to violence. These people will finish them. It's in our interest to be together. We should not encourage anything that will divide us. And so our brothers and sisters, whose God is their belly, and they are encouraging propaganda to deny, in order to deny the truth, they should note that there are problems. There are problems. Let me tell you even immediately, the problem that Mr. President should note, even in the north, that are not in the media at all. There is a local government in Bauchi State that is Christian dominated. They call it Tafawa Balewa local government.
Okay.
You know that under Issa Yuguda as governor, he should hear this.
Okay.
They unilaterally relocated the headquarters of local government listed in the constitution to Bununu, from Tafawa Balewa to Bununu. And the only Christian member of the House of Assembly in that place, only Christian member, a female Christian member of the House of Assembly, was suspended for criticizing that illegal relocation by the State Assembly. She was suspended, and that was barely a year after the inauguration of the session of their State Assembly. They suspended her till the end of that session for 3 years.
Wow.
Do you know that what you will not read in the media was that they took the case to court. The State High Court sided with the state government against the Constitution. The State High Court.
Wow.
It was only on 30th September 2025. We will not read it in the media. 30th September 2025, barely 2.5 months ago, that the Court of Appeal in Jos quashed that decision of the High Court and the Assembly, and they cited an example in Ekiti State that no individual, no institution has the right to relocate the headquarters of a local government as it is listed in the Constitution.
But why did Governor Yuguda, why did he do that?
He did that one because that is what they do to Christian-dominated areas.
So they removed the local government headquarters from a Christian-dominated place.
To a Muslim-dominated area. So you also have state terror to fight. Our leaders who are making noise in Abuja, they do a lot of things that are not reported in the media about the North. Have we seen it in the North that it is quite impossible? Last year, I met a girl from Gwoza, local government in Borno State, who obtained 277 in a UTME, and was trying to obtain certificate of citizenship from liaison office of Borno State in Abuja here, and could not. They told her to go to, because she is originally from Gwoza, is from an IDP camp. She only managed to get that mark was not admitted at the University of Abuja here, I am telling you.
Wow.
But while trying to secure admission to read law at the University of Abuja, she went to Borno State Liaison Office in Abuja here to obtain...
She's an indigene.
She's an indigene.
Of Borno
They
State.
told her to...
This is a wonder shall never yes. Hi. This man where they call me Martis. This one speak the man of Nigeria's. This man said it all. You understand? No. To see people like this, we could they talk. You understand? You understand? He did it. You understand? He said that Tinubu should summon courage to fight about it. You understand? Well, if we look at it, you understand? Now the right you, but I want to happen. I want to want to summon courage to fight about it. We are better now that they mobilize them. We are better than they mobilize them. You understand? The bandit way they want to fight, so that they use for election. Then they oppress common Nigerians. How they want to fight? They want summon courage to fight them. You understand? They know what they are doing. They are using them for business. They are using for business. You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me that all those people who they involve for this one, they don't know where they stay. Why not? All those are politicians, all those are governors, they use them. They know that all of them know what they do. You understand? They are cupped up full. They are cupped up full. Nothing they can do about it. You understand? Donald Trump, come and rescue Nigeria. Come and invade Nigeria. Come and rescue us. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. God bless this man. God bless this man. I want you guys to listen to this video. Please help me to share. Now this kind of video to share. Because this man speak the facts. Speak the mind of the people. Well, I listen to one for Sugar Boy.